Good morning, good morning, good morning. Happy Tuesday. If this is your first time hopping on, my name is Anthony Kaufman, and this is a series of videos that I'm putting out, just sharing things that I've learned that have helped me, and because like everybody else, I'm not perfect, and I've faced challenges. I'm trying to grow myself, and just a little tips and tricks here and there, things that have helped me out that hopefully I can share that'll help somebody kind of leapfrog their success and move the needle, so to speak. And today's is, I don't know about you, but in today's era, like I wake up at 4 a.m. until 10 p.m. my day. I have things interjected in my day the whole day. Luckily, I do prioritize my time in the morning first thing, which is why I wake up so early every single day. But there's a lot of things vying for our time. There's a lot of things vying for our attention. There's a lot of things pulling at us constantly. And if we don't have, I've found, for myself at least, if I don't have some kind of a steadfast pillar to hang on to, something to kind of my North Star, something that we can kind of use to steer us, and if we go too far off track, will kind of bring us back into play. And for me, that is my concentration, my focus on the priorities that I have. And I think a lot of people that I've come across have the same kind of issues. Maybe you do as well. For me, one thing that helps is a journal. Wife got this for me a long time ago. I don't know if it's backwards for you guys, but it says, "Find what brings you joy and go there," by Jane Phillips. And it's just a simple journal. I've also got one of my older ones. I've got one of these bad boys before from Barnes & Noble, tons of pages. This one's good for like note-taking. But again, a lot of things vying for our time, so all these notes and things that I've written down, my goals and everything, get lost in the process. So one thing that's helped me out lately is, morning Don, is definitely getting everything prioritized to one specific journal for my first thing. Open up, the phrase that ever since I learned from Chris Harder I've been using. Today I am happier, healthier, wealthier, and more fit than I was yesterday. Each and every day, that's the affirmation that my wife and I do in the morning. We kind of toil ourselves so you can say it louder, say who can say it with more enthusiasm, and instantly I go into my gratitude. I find, for myself at least, and hopefully you guys might share this same outlook as well, when I get centered on what I'm grateful for, I think we approach the day differently, and we attack things differently when we come from a standpoint of gratitude. It's hard to be fearful. It's hard to have lack. It's hard to have anxiety, because we come from a pillared place of gratitude. So that's number one. And then literally, there is thing I like about this book. I honestly, I hadn't touched this for the longest time. It was a gift, so I kind of feel bad about it. And then literally, there's like a little marker page, and then I go into my goals. And the thing that I found about my goals, I think I've shared this before, is I think when we write out the goal in present tense, as if it's already happened with an end date, and then writing down specific steps that can be taken, like, obviously, as we go, the journey unfolds, which is why something like this helps, so that when life sideswipes, you can go back to like ground zero and figure out what's working and where you need to be going. When I have tasks that I can just mark off and check off, that helps me out amazingly. And then literally after that, I have my vision casting. So I have things goals that I have for my life goals that I've written down, and it helps to feel it. I write it in the tense of like being there in the moment, how the wind feels, how it's like if I'm touching something, if I'm smelling something, if I'm as in the moment as possible is what I write out. But having all this to refer to without having, I mean, obviously you have like vision boards on the wall, goals, things like that, but when it's tangible, when you can hold it in your hand and you've written it down and you can reflect on it on a daily basis, it helps to keep that northern star. And I think in today's world, with everything vying for our attention, everything, like I said before, if we don't have that compass, if we don't have something that's steering us, we can kind of fall victim to everything. We can get caught up in things that you look up and you're like, this isn't what I wanted it to be. This isn't what it was supposed to be. This isn't my priority. This isn't what I want for my life. And then we have to bring ourselves back to center. Having something like this, for me at least, and hopefully if you guys want to try it out for at least 30 days, check it out, see how it feels, try it on. It helps to keep things focused and things flowing in the direction. And when, at least for me, when I have something to reflect on like this, when I have a new opportunity come up, I can refer to my stuff and go, is this an opportunity for me? Is this right for me? Because yeah, it might pay a lot, or it might be easy, or it might be convenient, sound really, really good, but if it's not in line with what I want, it's not for me. And every time I've done that, there's always something so much better that's been waiting for me in the rear. So it's just a little hack that I found for myself to keep me concentrated, and hopefully sharing it with you guys. But as with anything, like I'm saying, this is something that works for me. There's a variety, there's different ways that people's brains work, there's different personality types, there's different ways that people like to be creative and do things with their goals and their priorities and things like that that help for reminders. That's perfect. Some people, a sticky note on their rearview mirror is like the bomb. So trying it out with everything and not staying stuck in one. Like, I've been trying out numerous different ways. I've tried this guy out. I've tried writing it on the, or not on the wall, but having like a marker board on the wall and writing them out on the wall, things like that, and then erasing them when I'm done. But just for me personally, physically drawing a line through something and knowing that I've accomplished it, and then when I refer back to my goal, I can be like, wow, I had 20 steps and I've knocked out 11. I'm on my way. Like, it trains my brain and helps me stay focused. I like that little gratitude from the check off and things like that. But just as with anything, again, trying it out for you, trying it out for size, finding out what works for you. My main goal here is hopefully helping one person out there, sharing what I've learned, helping them to move the needle. So you guys make it a wonderful Tuesday. The week's just beginning. And if you're anything like me, you're going into the weekend. So keep up the momentum, keep up the effort, and I'll be seeing you guys tomorrow morning. Have a wonderful day.